The charming village of Paynesville is surrounded by lakes on three sides, popular for anglers, windsurfers, jet skiers and water skiers. Fish for black bream and mullet or watch for dolphins. Take the free car and passenger ferry to Raymond Island, one of the best places in Victoria to go koala spotting. What a magnificent morning here in Paynesville. The sun is out, the local band, the Paynesville Follies, entertaining the crowd, along with the Lions Club, of course. Not only are the Paynesville Follies entertaining the crowd, but the race director, John Trevorrow, 3 times winner of the Herald Sun Tour, he's up strutting his stuff as well. We're in for a great stage today. Paynesville to Meetung, 97.4 kilometres, 2 sprints, 2 climbs along the way. Action and plenty of going today, I feel.
Yeah, I actually personally thought GC was already over after yesterday's crit and thought we were going to have a total bunch sprint yesterday, but it changed everything. And I can't tell who's going to win the tour. It's still a lot of time bonuses to pick up.
Joe Cooper from Avanti leads by 1 second from Tim Rowe, a budget forklift. And it's going to be different now because the sprinters, the likes of Brenton Jones and Scott Law, have really now got to work for Joe Cooper. Tim Rowe only 1 second behind, but to me there's a smoky in the field today. Raf Friesen is only 7 seconds behind, and with these bonus seconds along the way, he could take closer order in the GC.
It's good to fight against the big 2 teams, Budget and Avanti, and I think we make it really tough for them, and only being 7 seconds behind the leader, and it's going to be an interesting last 2 stages.
It's not only Freemstein, there's others that are only 11 seconds behind, so you never know what could happen on this stage.
It was right on from the gun, and because all the teams wanted to keep it together for the sprint and the KOM, nothing really got away, and it was pretty hard.
So the pace was really on from the start today. 55 k's an hour the riders were travelling at. The first sprint was very important for GC, and it was Brenton Jones from Avanti that took it out from Scott Law, and Raf Friesen from Charter Mason Giant Racing finished third in that first sprint, which was very important.
Our tactic was to keep it together for the first sprint, and then actually we wanted to get a break up the road so they can take the time bonuses.
So not long after the first sprint, Michael Freeberg, the ex-World Omnium champion, crashed out and had to withdraw from the tour. At the 33k mark, we hit the first of the hill climbs with a couple of riders off the front, and the peloton was really strung out. At the 48k mark, there was a huge crash involving 4 riders. Josh Taylor went down along with Vaughan Bowman of Sight. They were 2 of the riders in that crash. With 55 k's travelled, the peloton was all together and was being controlled by Health.com Search to Retain and Team Budget forklifts.
We straight away saw that Budget and Search to Retain, they really wanted to keep it together.
The first hill climb was taken out by Tim Rowe, which put him as being the virtual leader of the tour on the road at that stage. Cameron Barley was second in the climb, followed by Joe Cooper and Taylor Gunman.
Just after the first KOM, about 60k in, Paddy Bevan attacked the bunch, and everyone was sort of a bit tired after the sprint to the KOM, so he got a gap really quickly.
At the 68k mark, it increased his lead to a minute, but then Budget got on the front and started to chase him down.
And it took us a long time to bring him back. I think we got him with about 7k to go.
At the 93k mark, Pat Bevan was brought back to the peloton, and then it was on for young and old to the finish.
So we knew it's going to be a really fast finish, and then those speed humps as well. And when Avanti tried to lead out Scott Law and Brenton Jones,
there was not really one train that could dominate, so it was a pretty messy finish, and I think that's what caused the crash.
It was luck for me today, I think, because Brenton Jones, one of the best sprinters here in Australia, he got a mechanical after the crash. Kerrison was stuck behind the crash as well. And I think that was an easy sprint for me in the end.
Going to the line, all of a sudden, Charter Mason colours appeared, and Raf Friesen come from nowhere to take out the stage.
I kind of set on the first two guys, and then it was a pretty fast descent sprint. So I waited really long to the 100-meter mark, and then start sprinting from there on.
And sticking over the line, riding the best race for a long time, Alexander Smythe from Sattler's Giant Racing Team, and Ryan McAnally, the boy from Warmel Civil, was third. But taking out that state, Raphael Freinstein, the boy from Charter Mason Giant Racing, is the new tour leader. He leads by 2 seconds from Tim Rowe, and then a further second back to Joe Cooper. The other categories, the Subaru King of the Mountain now has been done and dusted, and Cameron Barley from Health.com Search to Retain, he takes out that jersey. The Lake Soil Sprinters jersey is going to be very interesting tomorrow. 3 riders are on 13 points, but Jesse Kerrison retains the jersey, but tomorrow could be different. The Oliver's Royal Food Rising Star, Avon Tuvey, retains that jersey, the youngster riding for Subaru in Swiss development team. And today, Crossco Most Aggressive jersey, well deserved today, Patrick Bevan riding for Health.com Search to Retain.
Yeah, 2-second lead is not much, but because there are no time bonuses, the only way they can get me out of the yellow jersey is to win the stage.
I think it's going to explode. I think it's going to be a really hard crit. It's going to be on from the gun and just incredibly hard up that hill.